In today's world, one tweet can ignite a protest, a Facebook post can influence millions, and a TikTok video can rewrite political narratives overnight. The digital revolution hasn't just changed how we communicate, it has permanently reshaped American politics. Gone are the days when TV news and newspapers controlled political discourse. Now, your phone holds more political power than ever before. Social media has become a political battlefield. From campaign rallies streamed live on Instagram to presidential rants on Twitter, from viral protest footage to deep-fake misinformation, platforms like Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and TikTok have blurred the lines between fact, opinion, and manipulation. In this video, we'll uncover how social media transformed American politics forever. We'll explore the rise of digital activism that gave a voice to the voiceless, how Donald Trump weaponized Twitter like no president before him, and how misinformation spread like wildfire, threatening the very foundations of democracy. This isn't just a story about apps and hashtags. It's the story of power, influence, and the future of political truth in the United States. Let's begin. Now we are going to discuss the rise of digital activism. Long before influencers and viral challenges took over your feed, social media was being used for something far more revolutionary: activism. It started in the early 2010s with the Arab Spring, a wave of protests across the Middle East fueled by Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Protesters organized, shared real-time updates, and exposed government crackdowns all online. The world watched as authoritarian regimes trembled under the power of a hashtag. Inspired by this digital momentum, American activists began using social platforms to amplify their causes. Occupy Wall Street in 2011 was among the first major movements to gain traction entirely online. Its rallying cry, "We are the 99%, spread like wildfire across Tumblr, Reddit, and Facebook. But the real turning point came in 2014, Ferguson, Missouri. After the police killing of Michael Brown, the hashtag Black Lives Matter surged across Twitter. Unlike traditional news outlets, social media gave on-the-ground activists a direct voice. Videos of protests, tear gas, and police aggression circulated in real time, bypassing editorial filters. This wasn't just news. It was raw, unfiltered truth captured by citizens, not journalists. The movement showed how digital tools could not only organize protests but also shape national dialogue. Hashtags became rallying cries, live streams replaced press conferences. A new kind of activism was born, one that didn't need permission from TV networks or political elites. From hashtag #MeToo to March for Our Lives, social media gave rise to grassroots campaigns led by women, students, and marginalized voices. These weren't just trending topics, they were pressure points that forced institutions to respond. Platforms like Twitter allowed users to confront lawmakers directly. Facebook groups became hubs for protest logistics. YouTube videos educated millions on systemic injustice. Digital activism democratized political engagement, but it also came with risks. Movements could be co-opted, drowned out, or derailed by trolls and bots. Still, the early 2010s proved one thing. You didn't need a seat in Congress to start a movement. You just needed a smartphone and a cause. And, as we'd soon see, the power wouldn't just be used for protest, it would be used for presidency. His platform of choice? Twitter. Or recent named X. At any hour of the day or night, he tweeted directly to millions, uncensored, unfiltered, and often inflammatory. Trump tweeted what he felt, when he felt it. News outlets had no choice but to report on it. Suddenly, mainstream media was chasing the social media stream, not the other way around. Trump's tweets attacked opponents, spread slogans like fake news, and energized his base like never before. For supporters, it felt authentic. For critics, it was dangerous. But either way, it worked. Social media became his megaphone and his shield. Then came the scandal that revealed just how deep the rabbit hole went: Cambridge Analytica. In 2018, reports uncovered that the Trump campaign had worked with the British data firm to harvest data from over 87 million Facebook users without their consent. This data was used to micro-target voters with highly personalized political ads, often using fear, outrage, or misinformation. The line between persuasion and manipulation blurred. What made this even more alarming was that most users never knew they were being influenced. Social media platforms had become the perfect delivery system for political influence, fast, targeted, and nearly invisible. As Trump's presidency progressed, his online presence only grew more polarizing. By 2020, during the pandemic and protests, platforms like Twitter and Facebook began labeling or removing posts they deemed misleading or dangerous, including many from Trump himself. But the tipping point came on January 6, 2021, when thousands of Trump supporters stormed the U.S. Capitol. Many had been fueled by weeks of social media posts claiming election fraud. Videos, live streams, and rally calls spread rapidly across Twitter, Facebook, and fringe platforms like Parler. In the aftermath, Trump was permanently banned from Twitter and suspended from Facebook and YouTube. It was the first time a sitting president had been cut off from major platforms, a controversial move that sparked a global debate on censorship, free speech, and corporate power. These events exposed a critical truth. Social media isn't just a tool, it's a political battleground with real-world consequences. The Trump era made it clear. Whoever controls the narrative on social media can shape the course of American history. Part 3 is about misinformation, echo chambers, and democracy at risk. As political power shifted online, so did something darker: misinformation. What began as grassroots digital activism soon gave way to viral conspiracies, echo chambers, and a new form of propaganda that was faster, louder, and far more convincing than anything we'd seen before. During the 2016 U.S. election, fake news stories often outperformed real journalism. Headlines claiming that the Pope endorsed Trump or that Hillary Clinton was running a child trafficking ring out of a pizza shop. Yes, Pizzagate were shared millions of times. These weren't harmless rumors. They were intentionally crafted, emotionally charged lies designed to provoke fear and manipulate belief. And platforms like Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube were an EWT built to stop them. They were built to promote whatever got the most engagement. Algorithms designed to keep users scrolling prioritized sensational content over accurate information. The result? A digital environment where truth often lost to outrage. Enter the echo chamber. Social media users tend to follow people they agree with, join groups that reinforce their beliefs, and block or unfollow opposing views. Over time, this creates an insulated bubble where misinformation is rarely challenged and often amplified. Whether it's climate denial, vaccine misinformation, or election conspiracies, these bubbles allow falsehoods to thrive unchecked. And then came QAnon. What started as a fringe conspiracy on internet forums grew into a mass movement fueled almost entirely by YouTube videos, Twitter threads, and Facebook groups. QAnon believers claimed that a secret cabal of elites was controlling the world, and Trump was their savior. Despite being thoroughly debunked, QAnon gained millions of followers, some of whom even ran for and won elected office. As mail-in voting expanded due to COVID-19, so did the conspiracy theories. Trump and his allies repeatedly claimed, without evidence, that the election was rigged. These claims were echoed across conservative influencers, private Facebook groups, and alternative platforms like Parler and Gab. One lie, repeated enough, can become someone's truth. After the Capitol insurrection on January 6th, it was clear. Misinformation wasn't just online, it had become a real-world threat to democracy. In response, platforms began cracking down. Thousands of accounts were suspended. QAnon groups were purged. Election denial posts were flagged. But critics argued it was too little, too late. The damage had been done. Meanwhile, debates raged over Section 230 of the Communications Decency Act, a law that protects platforms from being held liable for user content. Some called for more regulation. Others warned against government control of speech. The dilemma remains. How do we balance free expression with the urgent need to combat misinformation? One thing is certain, American democracy has never faced a threat quite like this. In the digital age, the battlefield isn't just on the campaign trail or in Congress at us in our feeds, our timelines, and our notifications. And if we don't learn how to navigate this landscape, the consequences could be irreversible. Part 4 is what the future holds. As we look ahead, the digital landscape of American politics continues to evolve, and so does the battle over truth and influence. The tools that once empowered grassroots movements now pose complex challenges for democracy. In the coming years, we can expect greater regulation of social media platforms. Lawmakers, prompted by mounting public pressure and high-profile events, are drafting policies to hold tech companies more accountable for the spread of misinformation. The debates over Section 230 and data privacy will intensify, as both sides of the political aisle demand a safer digital public square. But with regulation comes the risk of overreach. Critics warn that too much control could stifle free expression and innovation, potentially turning platforms into echo chambers once again. At the same time, technology itself is changing the game. AI-driven content, both deepfakes and advanced data analytics, are already reshaping how political messages are crafted and disseminated. Deepfake videos can now make it appear as if politicians are saying things they never said, while AI algorithms can predict and manipulate public opinion with unsettling precision. This technological arms race raises questions about the future authenticity of our news, our elections, and even our personal interactions. On the flip side, technology also holds promise for a more engaged and informed electorate. New tools that use artificial intelligence for fact-checking and content verification are emerging, aiming to combat misinformation in real time. As these tools improve, they could help restore trust in digital media by highlighting accurate news and debunking false claims before they go viral. Moreover, the landscape of digital activism is likely to become even more inclusive. As emerging platforms continue to democratize content creation, marginalized groups might find new ways to mobilize, organize, and influence policy. From live-streamed town halls to decentralized, blockchain-based voting systems, future innovations could empower citizens to play an even larger role in shaping political discourse. Ultimately, the future of American politics in the digital age is unwritten. The ongoing transformation offers both extraordinary opportunities for civic engagement and significant challenges to our democratic processes. The question remains: can society balance technological innovation with the need for truth, accountability, and transparency? One thing is certain: the next phase of the digital revolution will be as contentious as it is transformative. The decisions we make today, in terms of regulation, platform responsibility, and media literacy, will determine whether social media remains a tool for empowerment or becomes an instrument of manipulation. As we step into this uncertain future, staying informed and engaged is more critical than ever. The digital battle is far from over, and every tweet, every post, every share counts. In just over a decade, we've witnessed a dramatic transformation in how Americans engage with politics. Gone are the days when newspapers and television alone shaped public opinion. Today, politics happens in real time on our phones, in our feeds, and often in 280 characters or less. From the hopeful rise of grassroots digital movements to the darker spread of misinformation and division, social media has become the heartbeat of American political life. It's no longer just a platform for conversation, it's a battlefield for influence, a stage for power, and a mirror reflecting the best and worst of our democracy. The impact is irreversible. Campaigns, protests, policy debates, and even insurrections now start and sometimes end online. Whether empowering voices or polarizing communities, social media has forever changed the rules of political engagement. And that brings us to you. In this new era, you're not just a spectator, you're a participant. Every post you share, every video you watch, and every article you believe contributes to the digital ecosystem we all live in. So, what can you do? Stay informed, think critically, verify before you share, engage with facts, not just feelings. Because in a world where the truth competes with algorithms, your attention and your action matters more than ever. Like, share, and subscribe for more untold stories and deep dives like this one. And drop a comment. How do you think social media has changed politics in your lifetime? Digital democracy is only as strong as its users. Let's make it stronger together.